The other criterion that is associated with the distinction between high variety and low variety in a diglossic speech community is the literary heritage. Literary heritage refers to all the material or all what has been inherited in literature, such as written books and poems and so forth. So he states in his article that there is a sizable body of written literature in which, or written literature in a high variety, which is held with high esteem or in high esteem by the speech community, and contemporary literature production in high variety by members of the speech community is felt to be part of this otherwise existing literature. This means that literature, or all what is artistic, or what is written in arts and poems and books and so forth, tend to be written in the high variety. And some examples include like موشحات and معلقات and so forth, which are very rich and sophisticated in language, in structure, even the difficulty and complexity of the language and the structures and the vocabulary, the lexemes and the organization and so forth. This is why things that are written in high variety can be considered as a heritage, and they are seen with respect, with prestige, and with higher estimation, rather than what is written in lower variety. What's written in lower variety can be most of the time associated with folk literature. And by folk literature, we mean the things, poems or things that are written in informal language or informal or colloquial varieties or dialects, but still they hold meaning and the sense of poetry and sense of a literary work and then artistic work. I can give an example of what we hear in Wa'da. Wa'da is, for people who do not know, is or refers to some festivals or occasions organized by people in order to, let's say, for charity purposes. And among the program, there is a festival where old people really come and sing or say folk literature, what is written, but it has a poetic sense. It has a poetic meaning and taste. Even though both things, I believe, they still remain heritage. Whether it is in high variety or in low variety, they belong to our heritage. However, what is written in let's say standard language or high variety has more, let's say, estimation than a thing that is written, or a literary text or a poem that is written in a low variety. The next criterion is acquisition. Whenever we refer to acquisition, or when we hear acquisition or acquisition of a language, we directly go to the process of socialization or learning the mother tongue. Like from babyhood, children are going to listen to their mothers and parents generally, and try to imitate them and speak the language they speak. This is why it's called the mother tongue, because we speak the language our moms speak in our babyhood or in our childhood. Like that, we are going to use this language in this context with family members and with friends. After some years, we are going to be exposed to another environment, which is school. And when we go to school, or when children go to school, they are going to face another type of speech, which is the formal speech and which is delivered in a standard language. And like this, they are going to learn new norms and the new rules of correct language use or formal language use. Now, when they go back home, they are going to hear some speech or a different speech, and then when they go to school, they hear or learn another type of speech and some rules associated and norms and so forth. Children are going to make the association that this variety or this code is used only in or at home and with my friends and my family members, and the other type of speech or the other variety or the other code is going to be used in school and in formal settings and in educational settings and so forth. Here are, or Ferguson about this, or Ferguson says about this, that the low variety is learned by children in what is called as the normal way of learning one's mother tongue. The high variety can be heard by children in, or can be heard and learned by children in other circumstances such as the formal education. They will be exposed to the grammatical structure and other rules and other norms which are different from the low variety or what is spoken at home. Like that, the acquisition of both varieties is different. One belongs to primary socialization, which is learned or learning the mother tongue at home, and the secondary socialization or the second socialization, which refers to learning the language in schools with its grammar, rules, and let's say context of use.